I don't think I've ever disclosed this before, but I put $100,000 in.
$250.
Yeah.
I don't know how many Bitcoin that is. What's that, 400 Bitcoin?
I don't even know, and I wasn't counting at the time.
Catherine Duddy Wood is an American investor and the founder, CEO and CIO of ARK Invest, an investment management firm. Cathie Wood is one of the biggest loud supporters of Bitcoin. The estimated net worth of Cathie Wood is around $250 million. If you wish to see what are her company's intentions with Bitcoin, stay tuned until the end. And if you like the content that we are making, please like and subscribe to our channel. And in the description of this video, you can find the free ebook about crypto trading and investing.
You know, it's a world you know really well. We think about the FTX collapse, the bankruptcy proceedings today. You know, you have been buying into some of the different names in the crypto space, Coinbase, Grayscale, Bitcoin Trust. Why should investors trust crypto? Why do you trust crypto at this point?
Yes, if you look at the blockchains, let's use the Bitcoin blockchain and Ethereum, what you'll find is they have the infrastructure, the technology has not skipped a beat throughout this entire crisis. In fact, the hash rate, Bitcoin's hash rate is at an all-time high, and that is a real indication of the security of the network. On Ethereum, we're seeing the total value staked at 24 billion. That is an all-time high. So we think the infrastructure is working beautifully.
Do you think to you that represents potentially broader concern about just people's interest in crypto following FTX's collapse?
No, I think it's more fear. I think many people say we don't know what we don't know. So what we do is we step back, put a little perspective into the situation here. And what do we have? So the entire crypto asset ecosystem is an $800 billion ecosystem. Apple is 3 times larger in terms of market cap. So that's some perspective. Many people are saying, well, okay, is this another Lehman? Could this be, could we see the domino effect here? I've just given you one reason why. The banking system back in 08, 09, trillions and trillions of dollars, and it was the global banking system. Right now, we have, it seems, from FTX, $5 to $10 billion in creditors. As FTX has filed bankruptcy, they will be making claims. If you look at Lehman, that was $1.2 trillion in claims. So again, just trying to put perspective, this is fraud. Now, I know that crypto assets are, they attract a lot of attention. This is, the 3 revolutions we talk about all the time, a new monetary system in terms of the first global, private, meaning not government controlled, digital,
right,
rules-based monetary system. That's Bitcoin, a very big idea. DeFi is a very big idea. And while that has been thrown into question in terms of, shifting from one exchange to another, we've had a lot of shifting around. But I think DeFi, in terms of taking the middlemen out of financial services and making the ecosystem much more transparent with much less counterparty risk, is going to take off. It will continue to move forward, we believe.
What is it like as an investment? Because it isn't a company, and while some people refer to it as a commodity, it's a particularly weird commodity because it's so controversial. Some people have this kind of weird hate towards it, even though they don't understand it. It gets constantly attacked by the media.
I don't think I've ever disclosed this before, but I put $100,000 in.
$250.
Yeah.
I don't know how many Bitcoin that is. What's that, 400 Bitcoin?
I don't even know, and I wasn't counting at the time. But and I've kept it all. My background is both economics and finance. So, I feel very confident in what I'm saying. This is the first global, private, meaning no government oversight, digital, rules-based monetary system. When I'm explaining it like that, I ask everyone to listen to each of those words. Each one of them is very important. And this is one of the most profound innovations of our time. So my conviction, and it's born out of our research, it's in the community largely. So there's no doubt in my mind. And, many people think that I'm too confident in not just with Bitcoin, but all of our strategies. We face the same kind of pushback with all of our innovation strategies. This is nothing new. This feels the same. It's a little different to explain, but it's not a company, so more finance, but it's a monetary system, which is economics, and I'm comfortable in both of those zones.
Do you see a growing interest again in Bitcoin right now? Are people talking to you a bit more about it just because of what's happening in the economic environment?
We get questions all the time. I think people love to hear our take on crypto broadly. But what we talk about is, in the way I just described Bitcoin, that's the money revolution. And then we have the financial services revolution, DeFi, a little more centralized, and then we have the next generation internet revolution around digital property, right? Oh, well, we have our research is on arc-invest.com. And if you want to see the how we get to our Bitcoin price target, which is more than $1 million per Bitcoin in 2030, you will see in Big Ideas 2022 how we populate that, and it's all very reasonable. If you look at how we get there, it's like we're not making any extreme assumptions. I think when people hear us describe this new world, especially young people, it hits a responsive chord. And the young people are bringing their parents into it. So that's an interesting dynamic. That really hasn't happened in my career before.
Right.
Yes. And they're bringing ARC to their parents as well.
Interesting.